Alright, here's the simple truth. A strong fan isn't enough. A range hood works best when the smoke has a place to gather for a moment, so the fan can grab it. That gathering place is called the capture zone, which is just a roomy pocket in between your range hood and your cooktop. If the hood is too small or too high, smoke slips around the edges and the fan is chasing after it's already in your kitchen. So our job is to set up the pocket first, and then let the fan do its job. But the good news is that you can control it with 3 easy dials: width, depth, and height. I'll walk you through each and give you simple rules of thumb and share a few habits that will instantly make a hood work better. Okay, so how does it work? When you cook, hot air and the tiny droplets rise right off your pan, and they spread out as they rise. If your hood gives them a roomy pocket to collect for a brief moment, the fan can pull them outside. If it doesn't, the cloud drifts past the edges and into the room. So think of the capture zone like holding a wide bowl under a faucet. Now, the bowl doesn't suck the water. It just catches it long enough for it to go where you want. Same idea with the hood. The shape and the size of your range hood matters. But alright, let's start with the width. Bare minimum, your hood should be as wide as your cooktop. But for the most optimal size is about 3 inches past the stove on each side if you have the space. Those extra inches act like guardrails that catch the sideways drifts when you stir, flip, or move pans. If you can't go wider because of cabinets, no need to panic. You can focus on depth and height next. But if you can add width, it'll be one of the easiest wins. Now, depth is actually the silent hero here. Most of us use the front burners the most. If the hood is shallow, the front edges sits behind those burners and the smoke just rolls out into the room. When in doubt, look at your stove from the side. Does the front edge of your hood cover the front burners, or is it behind them? Covering them is the goal. Last but not least, let's talk about height. Mounting it closer is going to be better than mounting it higher. Mounting the hood way up high gives the smoke more room to spread before it even meets the pocket under the hood. Our recommended window is to mount it 26 to 36 inches from your stovetop. And if you're mounting it outdoors, we recommend it 36 to 42 inches. Don't be tempted to go higher for looks. You'll pay for it in performance and noise. But if you keep it within the range, you'll capture more while staying in the same fan speed. Wall hoods get free help from the wall behind them. The wall basically funnels the smoke towards the hood. Island hoods don't have that help, so the smoke can drift in every direction. The fix isn't a massive island hood. It's mounting it directly over your cooking zone, centered over your burners and your grill surface, not the appliance body. You want to pay attention, especially with grills. Spot-on alignment front to back, side to side beats extra size every single time. A big misconception is that the more CFM, the better. Well, not really. The airflow matters, but the shape beats force. A small shallow hood on max is like turning up the volume on the wrong song. A well-sized hood at a medium speed can actually capture more and run quieter because of the smoke is actually gathered where the fan can grab it. So shop for geometry first. You can reference the 3 things we talked about: width, depth, and height. And then pick a reasonable airflow to match how you cook. Also, a quick safety note. If you're upgrading to a very powerful hood, ask your installer about makeup air requirements in your area. Big fans can pull a lot of air out if you have a tight home. Makeup air will make things balanced and safe. There's a couple of habits when you're cooking that can really help your hood capture a bit better, like turning the fan on early. Turning your hood on 10 seconds before you cook gives the air a preferred path, so to speak. So the first wisp goes straight into the hood. You can also use the back burners for the smokiest jobs, since they're easier to capture because what we mentioned before, with the wall being the big helper. Also, make sure to avoid any strong breezes behind you, like an open window. Sideways drafts push smoke out of the zone, making so the hood doesn't work efficiently. And finally, don't forget to keep your filters clean so it can work the most optimally. If you learned anything from this video, is that you shouldn't choose your range hood by the biggest number on the box. Setting up your capture zone with the right width, the right depth, and the right height, you'll be setting yourself up for the best results with your range hood. If you have any questions about setting up your range hood, don't be afraid to reach out to our team. We'll be more than happy to help. And if you haven't already found the range hood of your dreams, we have an entire catalog at our website where you can find your perfect range hood for your home at ProLineRangeHoods.com. Thank you so much for watching, and happy cooking!